Hello everybody, this is Scott Bryce and I am on another Vermi-Adventure. So I decided to run a little test here. When I was a kid, we used to sing a song and there was a line in the song about worms playing Pinochle. So I thought, well, will worms play Pinochle? I really don't know. So what I have here is a deck of Pinochle cards and we're packed in damp cardboard. And I have this little container here, and it's full of holes, as you can see, because the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. And we will bury this in the worm bin. And we'll leave it in here, I don't know how long it's going to be, maybe a week, maybe two. And we'll find out, do the worms, in fact, play Pinochle? Okay, I've run this experiment a little longer than I expected to. It's been in here for about 20 days. Let's pull this out and see if there's anything we can learn. Okay, the first thing we'll see is we don't have any worms crawling in and out of here. So the worms don't crawl in, the worms don't crawl out, apparently. And if we open this up, we'll see the Pinochle deck has not been touched. And if we can poke around in here, it doesn't appear that there are any worms in here. I'm not seeing any. Let's get this back in the camera. So what this tells me is the worms are not playing Pinochle. Now, there might be several reasons for this. One is that the song that we sang when I was a kid say the worms play Pinochle on your snout. And so I haven't provided an appropriate place for the worms to play Pinochle. Secondly, there was something about being wrapped up in a big white sheet. This is packed in damp cardboard. And so again, I haven't provided an appropriate place for the worms to play Pinochle. Also, your average worm bin generally is not more than 2 feet deep. And I believe, according to the song, in order for the worms to play Pinochle, you need to be 6 feet under. So, for my little experiment here, I would say, will worms play Pinochle? Probably not, given the conditions in most home worm bins. I'm Scott Bryce for Scott's Vermi-Adventure, and thanks for watching. Would you look at that? The worms really do play Pinochle.